trophy. Leylah Fernandez makes history. First Canadian to win Osaka and claim fifth career title. Osaka was alive that night. The city's neon veins pulse with color, its heartbeat syncing with the rhythm of the match that had electrified the tennis world. Inside the Maris and Intech Arena, 20,000 fans held their breath as Leylah Fernandez, the fierce left-hander from Montreal, dropped her knees, tears glistening on her face. The scoreboard read, Kasakina 765, 6-4. It wasn't just another title. It was the moment with that victory. Leylah became the first Canadian ever to win the Osaka Women's Open, and it marked her fifth WTA career title, a milestone that redefined her place among tennis's modern greats. As applause thundered through the arena, Leylah stood, pressé, hand over her heart, and looked skyward. The echoes of her journey, the sacrifice, the doubt, the relentless grit, all collided into that single, shimmering moment, a dream born in the shadows long before the cameras and trophies. Leylah's story began in a modest apartment in Laval, Quebec. Her father, Jorge Fernandez, a former footballer with Ecuadorian roots, and her mother, Irene, a Filipino-Canadian, instilled in her one unshakable belief: you don't need the perfect circumstances. You just need the perfect determination. From the age of 6, Leylah trained on cracked public courts, her father feeding balls with precision of a metronome, his voice echoing through the cold mornings. Focus on every point. He'd say, every ball is a lesson, every mistake a step closer. She didn't have the polished academy path many others did. She had grit, she had fire, and most of all, she had belief. When coaches told her she was too small, too emotional, too fragile for professional tennis, her father turned those doubts into fuel. Good, he'd tell her. Let them underestimate you, then hit them where it hurts with your heart. That heart, the relentless, fearless one, became her trademark, the girl who danced at the net. By 19, Leylah Fernandez was no longer an underdog. She was a phenomenon. Her breakout moment came at the 2021 U.S. Open, where she stunned Naomi Osaka, Angelique Kerber, and Arena Sabalenka en route to the final. Though she fell short against Emma Raducanu, her performance was a revelation, a spark that reignited Canadian tennis and captured the world's imagination. Fans fell in love not just with her skill, but with her joy, her smile after a tough point, her tiny fist pump that carried the energy of an earthquake, her dances at the net after a win, not out of arrogance but pure celebration. The game she loved, but what people didn't see was a pain that came after. The injuries, the self-doubt, the silent nights when she questioned if her magic had faded. For 2 years, Leylah battled inconsistency. She lost close matches, dropped in rankings, and felt the weight of expectation pressing harder than ever. Yet through it all, she kept whispering her father's words. Every ball is a lesson, every mistake a step closer. The Osaka Challenge. By the time the 2025 season rolled around, Leylah was different, stronger, sharper, quieter, but deadlier. Her training sessions in Florida had become legendary, grueling marathons that tested every ounce of her endurance. Her coach, Sarah Roberts, described her as a storm wrapped in sunshine. Heading into the Osaka Open, she wasn't the top seed. She wasn't even the favorite. But those who followed her career closely could feel it. The air of something special building beneath the surface. In the first round, she breezed past China's Xu Wang in straight sets. In the quarters, she faced home favorite Naomi Osaka, a match that carried emotional weight, the arena buzzed with energy, and Leylah, remembering that iconic 2021 duel, walked on the court with a calm smile. This time there was no wide-eyed wonder, just quiet, measured confidence. She played like poetry in motion, weaving angles, slicing with finesse, striking with the fury of control fire. 6:3-6-4. The crowd, though loyal to Osaka, gave her a standing ovation. Even Naomi hugged her warmly at the net. You've grown into a champion, she whispered. The final against Daria Kasatkina, was everything tennis should be: art, endurance, and emotion intertwined. 2 counter-punchers, both fiery, both relentless. The first set was a war of attrition. 45 minutes in, neither had broken serve. The rally stretched beyond 20 shots, every ball painting the lines with purpose. Leylah's father watched in the stands, his face unreadable, but his hands clenched tightly. At 6-6, the tiebreak began. Kasatkina surged, ahead 5-3, her forehand dictating play. But Leylah, like she had so many times before, found another gear. She clawed back, hit an impossible backhand down the line, and stole the set 765 with a scream that pierced through the stadium. The second set saw Kasatkina falter under the pressure. Leylah's energy seemed endless, her footwork light, her mind crystal clear. I believed when no one else did. The trophy ceremony was emotional, standing under a rain of confetti, beyond borders, beyond limits. In the months that followed, Leylah's Osaka triumph became the cornerstone of her resurgence. She climbed back into the top 10, earning her place among the elite once again. Sponsors lined up, but she remained grounded, always reminding fans that her success was not about wealth but purpose. She launched the Heartser Foundation, a charity initiative that provided sports scholarship for young girls in underfunded communities across Canada and the Philippines. Her message was clear: tennis gave me wings, but kindness gave me roots. Through interviews, charity galas, and youth clinics, she continued to spread her message of self-belief and gratitude. Children flocked to meet her, clutching rackets too big for their hands, eyes glowing with the same fire she once had. And every time she signed a ball or took a photo, she said the same thing: play with heart, the rest will follow. Legacy in motion. By the end of 2025, Leylah Fernandez was no longer just a tennis player. She was a movement. Her Osaka victory was remembered merely as a title. It was remembered as a rebirth, a symbol that in a sport often dominated by power and precision, heart still mattered. In a rare interview with Time magazine, she reflected, I think people forget that tennis is emotional. It's not just about strokes. It's about soul. Osaka was special because it reminded me of who I am, a girl who played for joy, not applause. When asked what she hoped her legacy would be, she smiled, eyes gleaming, that I inspired someone else to pick up a racket, that I made someone believe again. Epilogue: the flame that never fades. Months later, during a sunset practice session in Montreal, Leylah stood alone on the court. The orange sky melted into horizon, and the cool air carried the echoes of the crowd from Osaka, distant but eternal. She tossed the ball serve and watched it slice through the air, powerful, elegant, free. That serve wasn't just a shot. It was a statement, a declaration that no obstacle, not doubt, not defeat, not expectation could dim her flame. She walked to the net, picked up the ball, and smiled herself. From Osaka to the world, Leylah Fernandez had done more than make history. She had reminded it how to dream. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next,